So you got your first double bass drum pedal. It's really exciting and you can't wait to go do some blast beats. Well, how do you put it together? We're here to help. So the pedal that we'll be showing you today is the DW 3000 series double pedal. Now, if you have a different brand of pedal, that's okay. What we're going to talk about today applies to 99% of the pedals that are out there. So we're just going to use this one as a reference point. So let's put it together. So we have our components here. We've got the main pedal and then the slave pedal. The way you could determine is that the main pedal is going to have the beater holders on it. So I've got my beaters here. I'm just going to put those in, and that's pretty self-explanatory. This particular pedal has a little memory lock to help that. Once I get my key, just tighten that in. Now with most pedals, you don't have to over-tighten. Just get it tight enough, and that'll do. On most DW pedals, they include what's called a two-sided beater. Part number is the DW SM101, which is a great little add-on if you want to put it on your pedal. If you want to use a hard rubber side, you can just turn it around and you have that ease of use. This is the centerpiece here, our slave connector, and as you can see, we've got the DW logo here. Now you can do it like so if you want. It doesn't really matter. There's no right or wrong way. Everything's loose here right now. It's going to come to you tight, and you tighten it by using your key on these bolts, and that's just going to allow you to decide what's the best position for you, which we'll figure out in a second. So what we're going to do now is install this piece. I'm going to take this piece here, and you can see it's got one flat side, so I'll put it there. I'm just going to tighten it. And over here, I've got my slave unit pedal, and the footboard is on the ground. We don't want that, so if I try to tighten that, it's not going to work. What I need to do is just angle this up, and it needs to be, the pedal height needs to be right at the same height as the main one. And there we go. That's a little more like it. Okay. So now I'm just gonna secure that. So now we're tight there. So I'm just gonna lift the drum up, and I should have some slack there for that lip, which I do. Now, this particular pedal, I'm just going to tighten that wing bolt, and we're good. Now, if you want to adjust the amount of grip that we have on here, there's a little knob here that you can twist and adjust with a set screw. Sometimes you'll find that the pedal will be pointing up off of the back part of the ground, and that is either this piece, which needs to be adjusted, or the height of the bass drum in the front, which needs to be adjusted. Okay, so now we're going to go over here, and I'm just going to put this out here for now. I know I'm about 5'11", and I like it pretty far out myself to make room for the snare stand. I'm just going to tighten these bolts, and for all intents and purposes, you're done. You're ready to go. Most all pedals will have spurs like this, these little knobs, and what these do, you tighten these, and that will just dig right into the carpet. So don't have these all tightened if you're on a hardwood floor, because that spike will go right into the hardwood floor. You don't want that. That is just going to help secure the pedal to the ground. On this particular pedal, and a lot of pedals, they include Velcro on the bottom of the base plates, which helps it stay attached to the carpet. And this is a nice little add-on. If you don't have it, then you can get some from your craft store, but it really helps. Now the other thing is tension. Everybody wants to know about tension. Now some people like their pedals really, really, really tight. They want the springs very, very tight. What you do there is you loosen this all the way to the top, and I'm just going to push down and bring that knob up. And so now we're at very high tension. So what you want to do is match that on the other side. Over here, we have our stroke adjustment, so I can adjust it to the left or the right or right in the center. That's not going to be on every pedal that you have, but it's going to change the stroke. Just going to bring it right back to where it was, because that seems to be the happy medium. Hi, I'm Shane with the Drum Center of Portsmouth in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, quite possibly the largest independently owned drum store in the world. We didn't start out that way. In 2009, we were the smallest drum store, but we believed in creating a unique experience for customers where we could get them what they needed at great pricing and with great service. If you find these videos helpful, please click the subscribe button. That way you can get informed whenever we put new ones up.